Yeah, sure. I mean, if you guys know me, I'm Fernando Sustaita. I run the Mastering Print on Demand group. My specialty is more eCom. It's more on Amazon. Etsy and platforms like that. I have only been on the Shopify platform for about a year, but you want to learn Shopify and you want to learn Facebook ads and you want to learn how to scale your business. Chris Blair is your guy. I mean, he has been doing this for quite some time. He has a very successful businesses. One of them be, very niche focused stores. He actually has done anywhere from drop shipping all the way to print on demand. And he is one of the most respected persons in the print on demand, environment. This summer I was in Reno and everybody knew Chris Blair. It was one of those deals that you are like, oh, okay. Like only like 5 people out of the 300 attendees knew who the heck I was, and like 200 people knew this guy. So, it shows the perspective of, the respect that he has in the community. So you want to listen to somebody about how to scale a product, how to sell a product in volume. Definitely Chris Berry is the guy you want to listen to.
All right. Thank you for that introduction. Just want to confirm you guys see my screen here that says my FB ad scaling secrets to help me sell over 20,000 units of one product. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
You can see that and you can hear me. We're good to go. Can you confirm that you can see that, please?
Just give me a yes. Yes, thank you. Yes, they can see it, Chris.
Yeah, good. All right, beautiful. All right, so let's dig in. You're in the right place. If you desire a plan, a repeatable plan that you can use to scale your ads. I want to point something out to you guys, how special it is what you're about to learn. As you guys know, and you probably heard, if you're new to this, or if you know this, if you've been in this game a while, techniques and methods for advertising come and go. There was a time when manual bidding for clicks, for example, getting cheap links was the ultimate thing to do. There was a time when scraping and creating custom audience was allowed, and then they outlawed that. And so things with Facebook change, and not every technique works tomorrow that's working today, okay? But what you're going to learn today is a method that I've been using since 2013. So it's worked for 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, despite all the changes and techniques coming and going, this method that you're going to learn today has worked for 6 years and will continue to work in the future. How exciting is that? Woo! Yeah, you guys should be excited because this is really awesome. All right, beautiful. Just a quick little thing about me. I know a lot of people on this webinar know who I am, so I'm just gonna make this very, very quick. As you guys see here, I've spoken at a couple of big events, and this is me speaking at an event in London, Vegas, and in Montreal. I live in Japan. This is a Golden Pavilion. It's all made of gold. It's really amazing. Those walls are actually made of gold, and this is me with a real, true samurai sword, not a toy replica that you see in the shops. This thing was heavy, guys. When I picked it up, I almost fell over. I wasn't anticipating how heavy it would be, and I gave me holding respect for the the gladiators and the samurai of the day who used these in battle. They had to have incredible upper body strength or even leg strength, right, to swing that and fight. It's amazing, actually. I also want to encourage you guys to not be afraid to challenge yourself. Back in August 2017, I was massive. I was 28% body fat. I went on a 2-week trip to Canada for an event and also for a wedding. And I just came back to Japan and I realized how fat I was, and I did not like it. I was really upset with where I was in my life. And I thought, you know what? This is not a good place to be. I'm on my way to serious health issues. So I decided to make a change in my diet. And started going to the gym regularly. I've been basically going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week for over a year and a half now, and it has made a massive difference. Now, you probably always look and say, Chris, well, great. You're going to show us how you made all these sales and you're successful and techniques, but, I've not had success, right? So, but the thing is, I want you guys to know that I was actually in that shoes too. I struggled in the beginning as well. The story I'm about to tell you guys, I think is going to shock many people. But does anyone have any idea what this Northwest Mutual symbol here? This is a logo for Northwest Mutual Insurance Company. Has anything to do with my success online? Okay, well I'll go ahead and tell you guys. So I started in 2009 online. and I continued to do work online in 2010. And for 2 straight years, I lost money. I didn't make any profit at all. In fact, I lost money. I was investing in my business. I was also investing in my lifestyle, right? And, still maintaining my lifestyle. And it was 2 years of hell. I mean, I was almost to the point where I was about to give up. I had about $2,000 in my bank account. I had actually called my previous company that I'd worked for here in Tokyo, Japan, and asked them if they'd take me back. I was literally, my back was against the wall. It was a nightmare situation. So, something inside me just wouldn't let me quit. Something inside me was irking me, saying, "No, what, I can do this." And so I went to my father and asked him for a loan, which he refused, but we had a very long conversation, and I practically begged him. And then he finally said, "Look, if you're really determined to do this, you got to do this in a way in which you take full responsibility for the actions, your decisions you're making. I'm not going to loan you the money, but you can take it out on a life insurance policy that I have out on my life that you're the beneficiary of when you die, when I die." So that's what I did. I took out about a $17,000 loan. And of course, I'm responsible for the interest and paying that back and all the, if the policy were to lapse, I'd lose the policy, which would be $17,000 compared to the total value of the life insurance policy is a lot less. Let's just say that. Okay. So anyway, this was fraught with risk, but I did it anyway. Okay. And at the time, I had did what a lot of people had done. I'd gone to a lot of free groups, these free groups with a massive amount of people, thousands of people in there. I'd gone on YouTube channel and I was looking at all the free training and all the stuff on YouTube channel. And what I didn't realize at the time is a lot of these big groups, especially the big ones, it's the blind leading the blind. It's a bunch of people helping you with your stuff who've never had success in business, in this type of business. Yet you're asking them for help. It just doesn't even make sense if you think about it. And then also the free content on YouTube. There's some good stuff. Hey, heck, I have stuff on YouTube, okay? But on YouTube, it's not systematic. It's just not, because YouTube, so many videos jump up. There's just so many things out there that are contradictory, and there's no like step 1, step 2, step 3 type of situation. So what I realized, I needed that guidance. I needed that training, and I picked the guy, and I heard about him, and I signed up for his training. And then actually, it's really funny. After signing up for his training the next day, I got a phone call from him, and he upsold me to his coaching package as well. So I ended up investing $6,500 in his coaching, and that was the difference. So after borrowing the money, the injection of my father, I had my first profitable year online in 2011. In fact, 2 months into the coaching program, I had my first profitable month, and I've been profitable ever since. 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and now 18. What I learned from that is that you need guidance and proper direction and a system to follow. And at the end of this webinar, I'm going to give you an opportunity to join that kind of system, some sort of opportunity where you can get that kind of guidance. But regardless of that, I want to give you something that's going to blow your mind. At the end of this webinar, and only for people who are on the live stream, okay, not for people who watch the recording. This is a reward for those who got on live. I'm going to show you a product that I have sold 20,000 units of. I've had students sell thousands and thousands of units. It doesn't matter what niche this is. It absolutely works. And then here's the best part. Most people are not even using this product. They're not aware of its existence. So, I mean, this is a great product, right? And then all you have to do is take a slogan on it and start promoting it. Who wants to know a winning product right now that you can use that almost no one's selling? Who's interested in that? Type a Y into the chat box there if you're interested in that. By the way, everyone should be tapping Y. I mean, this is an enormous opportunity. Yep. Good. So stick around to the end, and then you will get that. And again, this won't be in the recording. All right. Now, with no further ado, let's dig into it. Now, one of the key questions you got to ask yourself when you talk about scaling is when to scale. Okay. When to scale. All right. This is something that us marketers do wrong all the time. Product will start fast and die. I've had this happen so many times. It's unbelievable, and I've seen it in my students as well. Product sells 2 or 3 units the first day, and then suddenly just dies. But we get all excited as marketers, say, woohoo, it sold 2 on $5 in ad spend. I've got a massive winner. And you start spending a lot of money. And then, oh my shit, I just lost hundreds of dollars. Have you ever done that, Fernando?
Yes. As recently as last week.
It's unbelievable. It's something weird about Facebook. For some reason, certain products just get the right people right out of the gate, make a few sales, but then they just die. Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to say, this is my normal suggestion, but I'm going to shorten this suggestion because of the Black Friday and the Christmas selling season. And we have the fact we have a small finite amount of time. I say a product should sell consistently a week before you start to really scale. Okay. I think during December time and this time, because of the fact that it's a buying frenzy and people more, I would say 3 days. Okay. So you want to keep adding some ad spend, right, on it for 3 days in a row. So the first day, second day, and third day, you want to make a small increases, right, which I'll explain to you how to do here in a second. But if you get to 3 days of consistent sellings, then you can go for it. All right. During this special time of year. Okay, but here's the other thing. This is really, really critical, guys. This is a mistake that a lot of people make, and then I even see people teach this, and I will argue with people teaching this until I'm blue in the face. A lot of people will go after lookalike audiences or their fan page engagers, or the custom fan page likes, right, or people who bought from them, the buyers, with advertising to test the product. I think that's a big mistake, and here's why. Those are specialized audiences that you own. You're the only one that can market to them. No one else can. Okay, so those are audiences that you should get your best results with, and so I think you should save those for your winners, your proven winners. But even more importantly than that, and this is the most important part, to know if you truly have a winning product, your product needs to convert with cold traffic. If your product can sell for 3 days in a row with traffic that's cold traffic, that doesn't know your website and business, right? Not a specialized audience, that you're out there competing against every other marketer with, then you got something. Then you know you got something. And so let me give you an example for me. I'm in the beer niche. I'm talking about targeting things like Budweiser and Corona and brewing and pale ale, right? Interest targeting that anyone can target, because I want to know, will my product convert? And I got one now that's converting really, really well against the competitive market, and it's awesome. And I know I got to win, and I can truly, I'm gonna scale the hell out of this thing for Christmas, starting Black Friday weekend. Wait, before I get to the next point, is that clear why you want to go after the cold open market interest targeting that everyone else can go after as well for testing? Is that pretty clear? Because that's a really important point that's made.
Every one of you knows the difference between hot traffic and cold traffic, right? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Good. Because that's actually one of the most critical points of the webinar, so I wanted to point that out.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Now, who has this situation? Does your ROI drop drastically when you start to scale? Who's ever had their ROI go down the moment they start scaling? Have you ever had your ROI, James or Fernando?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's an automatic. Every time I actually try to scale, it seems like I kind of kill the momentum because I change the budget and change something, and eventually it corrects itself in some cases, but in some cases I killed it, right? So, I mean, that is a trick.
Yep. Okay, good. All right. Is there a chat screen somewhere? No, you right there. You can write your questions right there. Okay. You guys can all see my screen, right? Yeah.
Yes, Lance. There's a screen. Oh, chat screens. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Typical scaling mistakes. Okay. These are 2 common mistakes that people make, and this hurts their performance. Okay. Number 1, increasing ad set budget on a winning ad. You just heard me right. I'm telling you not to increase the budget. In fact, Facebook Blogs recommends no more than 20% increase a day. But they also say that if you increase too often, it hurts the performance as well. Think about that for a second. Let's just put this in perspective. Okay, let's just say that you have a $20 ad set and you can only increase 20%. How big is your increase going to be today?
$1.
No, 4%, $4, 20%, right, on a $20 ad.
Oh yeah, $20. Yes, $20. Yeah, 1%.
4%. Yeah. And if you do it every day, right, Facebook's going to admit it's going to hurt your performance as well. So does that kind of increase even seem worth it to potentially mess up the optimization on an ad set that's actually making conversions and sales at a good price for you? Does that even make sense? And I can tell you for a fact from doing that and testing it several times that it does kill the optimization, and that good ad set will go bad quickly. How many of you guys are increasing your budgets right now? Yeah, yes, and it's not. And who's got it killing their ad performance? Everyone. Yep. All right. So that's mistake number 1, and I'm going to tell you how you can scale your ad spend. Let me read that. Scale your ad spend, your overall ad spend, without scaling your ad set budgets. Okay, without scaling your ad set budgets. All right. Mistake number 2. Not willing to repost the same image and restart. Okay. All posts die eventually, and by just reposting it, you can breathe. I misspelled it here. Breathe new life into a winning product. So what I'm saying here, guys, is you will start to run traffic to a post, and it's working, and you start getting thousands of shares, hundreds of comments, and you think, oh my God, that's social proof, and that is so important that despite the fact that the post is not performing anymore, and the ads for that post are not performing anymore, I'm going to keep going on that same post. This is a huge mistake. That's not the way Facebook works. Facebook, again, favors new content. Facebook favors new content. Okay, so if you're running traffic to the same post for a long time, that post will die. Facebook will deliberately tank your ads on that post. They will. Suddenly the performance will just go down. But then something shocking will happen. If you repost it as a new post, same everything, same link, same image, same everything, it's a new post. Facebook views it as a new post. You want to start running ads to that, guess what happens? The performance starts to improve. So it's incredible, guys. I mean, yes, the performance will get better. It will get better. So I take the same post for a winning product, and one of the reasons why I'm able to do 20,000 plus units on it is I'll take the exact same winning everything I got, and I'm willing to repost it several times as necessary. In fact, I had one particular product over a 2-year period. I must have posted at least 20 times. That's the exact same image I was using that was converting. All right? So repost your stuff, and don't worry about the social proof. If it's a winning product with a winning image, it will get new social proof quickly. Is that clear, Fernando?
That's water.
Beautiful. Okay. Next, welcome to what I call expand scaling. This is by far the simplest method ever created, and it works. I've used this method since 2013 and still have thousands of my students, as I explained earlier in the webinar. I also want to be honest with you and transparent. This is just one of 14 different scaling methods that are taught in my course and mastermind, and my course and mastermind students use. Okay, they will be really upset if I reveal all 14 methods because they paid for that right to have that secret information. Okay, but here's what I promise you instead, in exchange for not teaching you that. I will teach you this expand scaling method 100% in full. You'll be able to walk away from this webinar today and be able to implement it with absolutely no missing information whatsoever. Is that fair enough? Type Y into the chat box if that, or in the question box if that's fair. Yep. Yeah. Cool. Yep. Awesome. Okay, good. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. All right, expand scaling. You want to launch many $5 conversion ad sets a day, optimizing for both add to cart and purchase. Both work. Both optimizing for purchase and optimizing for add to cart work. In fact, you can take the same interest, and I will launch ads targeting, and I just did this literally before this webinar. I launched 33 ad sets. One campaign was all of them $5 budgets, add to cart. I duplicated that campaign and changed the optimization to purchase. Okay. By the way, you can do this with larger budgets as well. You can do this with $10 budgets. When you get to 15, 20, it gets more dicey. But but $5 and $10 budgets work really well with this. Okay. And lately, I've been even testing out initiate checkout optimization. Okay. Now, here's what I recommend you do. Okay. So after you've had your 3 days of testing to make sure that the product's a winner, add 10 to 20 ad sets daily. If that works, add 30 to 50 ad sets. Guys, think about how quickly that'll add up. If I add 20 ad sets at $5 today, how much budget am I adding to that total campaign for that particular product? What's 20 times 5? 100. Right? If I do 20 $10 ad sets, I'm talking about 200. Guys, you can ramp up to thousands of dollars in spend with this very fast. Think about Fernando, if I do 50 ad sets today at $5 each, how much am I ramping up my ad spend today?
250.
250. Yep. Okay. So that's the power of this. And by keeping the budgets low, you're forcing Facebook to give you traffic conversions for cheaper. It's an amazing thing about Facebook. The higher your budgets are, the more they say to themselves, oh my God, these people got money to spend. And a lot of times the conversion rate, cost per conversion goes up. So you're basically manipulating the system by running tons of small budget ads. And let me also repeat this. It is okay to test the same target over and over and over again. I do that all the time. Okay. So in other words, let's talk about Budweiser and Corona. Say I launch an ad for Budweiser and Corona today and they don't perform well. I'll come back and try it again 2 days later. No problem whatsoever. Anyone have any idea why an ad interest target will work one day and not work the other day? And by the way, there's another important thing about Facebook advertising that people don't realize is once it starts bad, it'll almost never go good. It'll almost never, ever go good. Okay? The reason being is this. Facebook sets the algorithm for that ad based on the initial few hours of performance. So if it comes out of the gate bad, it's not going to get better. You're better off just killing it. Okay? So keep that in mind. If an ad comes out of the gate performing badly, you got to kill it. All right? So, but why is it, anyone, and just out of curiosity, I like to see people understand this. Why is it that one ad will perform, let's say you're targeting Budweiser today. Why will Budweiser today perform good, and then if you launch an ad for Budweiser 2 or 3 days later, it won't perform good, or vice versa? Anyone have any guesses why that is?
Come on, give us some comments, guys.
Okay, because Facebook's an auction. Okay, Facebook advertising is an auction. Okay, so what that essentially means is at any given moment in time, that interest that you're targeting or those people you're targeting could have a lot of people advertising to them, a huge number. And therefore, you're competing against tons of other marketers for that audience. And then a few days later, and this happens because people say, oh, that's not performing. They turn off all their ads. Guess what happens? everyone was competing for that same keyword or interest, and it wasn't performing well. So everyone panicked, turned their ads off, and then guess what? You come back in and you do it later, and then guess what happens? It works. It's because it's an auction, and it's also with the fact that, look, the performance from the beginning affects. Facebook only wants to show ads that are doing well to their people. They want people to be happy. So if you're not getting a good reaction of your ad out of the gate, literally within the first half day, I go and I judge after half day. I kill tons of ads. If it's not getting a good reaction the first half day, it's not going to. All right. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, Chris, well, okay, great. I understand. Expand scaling, it's awesome. $5, $10 ads. Do $20, $30, $50 ad sets a day. Beautiful. I can do that. Except I got one major problem. What do you think the problem would be with this particular method? Any guesses on that? What would be the problem here? Every ad set needs to be unique, right? Well, what about all those targets? How am I going to get targets to have that many different interests or custom audiences or lookalikes that I can do $55 ads today? How do I get that? Well, here you go. All right. Here's how you come up with all these audiences. First of all, when you scale, you don't need to necessarily have big audiences. You can have them as low as 20,000. In fact, you can even get away with less, 15, 10,000 people in a given audience. Okay, so that opens up a lot because you can use smaller audiences. And how do you think of this many targets? Think of many categories like magazines, blogs, TV shows, brands, equipment, books, famous people. Search in the Ads Manager tool. The Ads Manager tool will provide you tons of potential targets. They're literally suggested for you. Do a Google search. Top 10 brands in my niche. Top 10 equipment manufacturers. Go to Audience Insights. Take the audience that's converting for you, making good sales. Put in Audience Insights, and then go to the page likes and see what Facebook suggests. Create custom audiences. Create custom audiences of people who visited that site. Create custom audiences of people who are your fan page likers, people who engage on your fan page, all right? And then create lookalike audiences off of those. You can create lookalike audiences off of pixels, right? People out of the cart, people who purchased, people who view content, people who engage on your fan page. You can get lookalike audiences, people who watch the video. If you combine all this together, you can easily come up with 200 targets. Easily. In fact, you can come up with more probably, even in the smallest of niches. So, and because you can repeat using the same targets over and over again, as I just made a point of emphasizing that you can absolutely do it. In fact, you should. In fact, I actually recommend you test it over and over again. Well, guess what? You can do, if you have 200 audiences and we do 50 new ad sets a day, you can literally rotate through that list every 4 days. Who thinks that's pretty powerful? Who's liking expand scaling? Who's liking this method? Type a Y in the chat box. Dave, yes. Y. Yep. Absolutely. This method absolutely works. Now, guys, that does leave us with one issue, though. Okay? And here is the issue. Who thinks that setting up this many ad sets is going to take a lot of work? Who thinks this is going to take a lot of work? Yeah, it is, guys. And the good news, you can do it all manually. But once you start bringing sales and profit, or if you have a budget to work with, there are some 2 tools I'm going to recommend for you that will make this incredibly easy. Quaya or Ad Espresso. Quaya is the one I recommend and I use. It's half the price of Ad Espresso. But what Quaya does is it allows you to create templates of targets. Okay? I have tons. I'm in a broad niche, the beer niche. So I've got tons of target templates. So literally, I'll have 20, 30, 40, 50 ad sets in each template. And then I can literally launch I shit you not, guys. With Quia, I can launch 50 ad sets in 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. Is that simple? Because all I had to do is go in one time and create the template. Once I have it, for example, I have beer magazines and I have breweries templates, right? So this is beautiful. Now, Quia, these tools do cost money. So if you can't afford them right now, then you don't have to use them. But you can do everything manually. Everything I just taught you can do manually. Okay. Also, there's other reasons why to test Quia. They suggest targets, even more targets than Facebook does. Quia's got an advanced system in there that actually digs deeper into the Facebook targeting, and it actually allows you and gives you ideas that even Facebook doesn't even bring up. Now, ad management can be a pain with this many. A lot of ad sets, right? Well, guess what? There's 2 things you can do here, okay? You can use Facebook rules. So you can go into Facebook rules and set up rules in Facebook Ads Manager, right? And it's free. There's actually a Facebook Ads Manager tool that's there. Now, what I suggest you do is you do it based on purchase, right? If you don't get a purchase after, say, $10 and spend, kill it. And this is just an example. You have to know your business numbers, but because Facebook only lets you to go for one rule. They don't allow you to combine rules. It's limited, but it's free. But if you want something more robust, something that will allow you to do multiple rules based on multiple criteria, which is what I use, there's an app called Trust Ads. Trust Ads is awesome. And there are others, by the way. There are others. All right. Who thinks that was pretty exciting stuff? Who thought that was pretty exciting stuff? Type a Y into the chat box. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Awesome, guys. All right. Who wants to know how you can do stuff like this, for example? By the way, the person who sent me this screenshot is one of the students in our mastermind course group. On this particular product, she was bringing in $20 revenue per unit sold. So this is the screenshot from the first day. 2 purchases at $2.44. 2 purchases at $2.80, and look at 1 purchase 82 cents. But guys, okay, yes, this is the first day, but let's see what happened next. So a couple days, we're on our second day of this, same ad sets, right? Sorry, not second day, sorry. 3rd or 4th day. I don't remember the exact numbers here, but 3rd or 4th day, look at this. 8 purchases at $5.61. 6 purchases at $7.31. 6 purchases at $6.63. So the cost per conversion did go up. But guys, that's part of the game. Is the deeper you go into the audience, it will go up. But think about this, right? She's making $20 per unit sold. Fernando, if you make $20 and it's going to cost you $5.61 per sale, how many $5.61 are you going to spend?
As many as I can.
Yeah, exactly. As many as you possibly can. All right. That's 4. You're making 4 times back, right?
I mean, if I'm making 20, I will spend up to 10. But that's me,
Yeah, you can spend up to 15 and still be profitable.
Yeah.
Right. All right, guys. So, but here's the trick, guys. This is not easy. Okay. It's not just about Facebook ads. It's not. Facebook ads is merely the gas of a car. You need the frame first. The frame is your website, okay? And other things that go along with your business, right? A good fan page, properly done fan page and things like that. That's the frame. But you also need an engine. You also need good products, right? And we teach you how to get good products. To get these kind of results, you need the frame of the car, you need the engine of the car, and you need the gas. If you don't have all 3 of those right, you're not going to get these kind of results. Even one of them being off can screw and ruin your entire business. So to get these kind of results, you need the entire system. So let me introduce you to eCom Vantage. I'm just out of curiosity. Who's seen the eCom Vantage offer before? Who's seen this before? Type a Y in the chat box if you've seen it before. Me. Yes, yes. Okay, some of you have. Okay, guy, good. All right. Guys, being alone, being an entrepreneur can be one of the loneliest experiences you ever face. I mean, if you're sitting there by yourself just working, it can be so lonely, and you can be batting your head against the wall because you can't figure it out. It doesn't have to be that way, guys. I mean, Tony, this is one of my favorite quotes from Tony Robbins. If you want to be successful, find someone who has achieved the results you want, copy what they do, and you will achieve the same results. There's currently now actually over 300 members in eCom Vantage, right? It's actually 340 some members. If you see some results, how our sales today, freaking insane. $300.08 in ad spend, 54 orders, 2,220 in sales. It's about $1,000 profit after everything that he has, all of his costs. Another student here did $61,000 in 1 week. Guys, 1 week, not 1 month. Okay. eCom Vantage has everything you need to be successful in this business. It comes with a playbook to get you started just right. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do that. It comes with a super detailed training covering everything you need to succeed. But guys, I found myself in a little bit of an issue when I started putting this together. I can't teach it all. I don't know. I'm not an SEO expert. I'm not a Google Ads expert. I'm not a Instagram influencer expert, right? So I reached out to my network and I invited some friends to help me put this all together. And there are 7 other guest experts who have added incredible content. I'm constantly updating this program. Just last week, we did 2 webinars for the program, two videos and webinars. Let me take you on a tour. First, it starts with the basics, right? It's a step-by-step playbook. Talk about how to find the right niche, how to master your niche to beat the competition. And this one right here is critical, guys. Mastering your niche. I've had people who are experienced sellers, 7-figure store owners, come in my course group, decide to watch that particular video, go do the homework, and come back to me and said, Chris, that video made me money because I learned some things about my niche I didn't even realize, and I've been doing that niche for 2 years. Well, you will learn. You have a step-by-step formula to get you started e-com store that will last, guys. I want you to have an e-com store that will last. You'll learn the right way to choose a niche that's right for you and how to master your niche. Michael Christ, and I love this testimonial because he's been around and he's been in a lot of courses and training programs, but he says, I'm an eCom Vantage. I have taken a lot of eCom trainings and I've been coached by some insanely successful people. Chris's eCom Vantage course is the most unique and sustainable training I've ever seen. I recommend it highly. It's worth every penny if you want to build a sustainable business. Important foundations, guys. Your website conversion rate is massive. So, guys, you will learn how to make your website right so you can turn $1 into 10. Apps that make you money. Guys, a lot of people are using the wrong apps. In fact, apps are actually hurting their business. You're going to learn how to find a graphic designer. What you will learn. Not all sites are created equal, guys. How you optimize your site makes all the difference. Fernando, I want you to actually, you know what? I know you were shocked at how different, the difference it makes if you set up the site right between, the results. Do you mind talking about that just quickly?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what you said?
You mind talking about, the importance of having your site set up to optimize properly?
Oh, yeah, definitely. as you guys know, my website was a mess in a way that I didn't have optimization on my images. I didn't have optimization on my banners where, even though they were targeted for the right audience, for the audience, they were not for the right audience. Even though I was in the teaching niche, I wasn't using the right mock-ups for my teaching niche. It wasn't to my demographics. My graphics were too heavy. People were bouncing out. It wasn't until we started going into detail on, looking at what happens on my websites that I finally understood, that I needed to understand my audience and understand their, what they were looking for. And I had products that had nothing to do with them either. It had the right designs. I had the wrong product. And now that I've been fixing it, I've been removing everything that is not necessary there. Traffic is starting to come, and conversions are definitely starting to happen. So it makes a big difference when you understand that your website needs to be specific to your niche.
Anyway, So we give you the details on how to optimize your site properly so it'll convert. Okay. Don't spend on overspend on apps, and also finding a good designer. Guys, a good designer is hard to find, but we teach you how to do that. Products, guys. And here's this section is great. I mean, this section is the most incredible thing I think we've ever put together. It's over 7 hours, actually now with the video we added last week, 8 hours of training on products, how to create products that convert and sell. And guys, this is the secret sauce. You have the right products, you can make sales. And so, I mean, there's one particular section in this course about high margin products that have high margins. Okay, that's key, guys. If you have high margins, you make more money. Okay. By the way, a lot of people are saying to themselves, 7 hours, that's a lot of training. And I can understand that. But here's the deal, guys. You don't have to go through it all at once. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, go implement. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, go implement. That kind of method. Okay. Let me give you some highlights of what you're going to learn here. A cool method for coming up with unique winning products. The personalization product method that will help you crush the competition. Guys, personalization products on my website right now are killing it. Personalization products are killing it. And I show you some secret cool ways to come up with them and how to get them and how to get them fulfilled, right? And also the high margin profit webinar as well. Here's a student who did, and guys, this is astonishing, but on Father's Day weekend, well, it was not Father's Day weekend, but the weekend before Father's Day, so he can get delivery for Father's Day, this particular student, using our product development and creation method, did $200,000 in sales in one weekend. Let me repeat that. $200,000 in one weekend. Fernando, you know the student, you know the person I'm talking about. I think you saw the post.
I don't remember the name, but I saw the post. I mean, I have seen. I think I have seen better numbers than that in the group. So, I mean, I know those numbers can happen.
Yeah, it's totally possible, guys. Now, I'm not going. Obviously, I can't guarantee those results because those are extraordinary, but it shows you what's possible. We're going to learn the Facebook system to create a 7-figure eCom sales funnel. The secret targeting method, guys. There's so many cool ways to target that most people don't know how to do that allows you to sell more and more and more. You're also going to learn a boomerang traffic technique to help you buyers over and over and over again. What will you learn? The cheapest way to test your products and save yourself thousands of dollars. Yes, people are overspending on testing. So overspending on testing, and it's costing them money. This alone will pay for it. By cutting your losses and doing it right, you will save thousands of dollars. That'll pay for the course. You'll learn how to scale your products to thousands of units sold without your ROI dropping or disappearing altogether. And much, much more. Last, this is the last section. How to turn your mailing list into buyers, to get your people to buy over and over again so you can increase the lifetime value of your customer. Guys, who is in a situation right now the front end sale is the only sale you get for your customers? Who's in a situation right now that the front end sale is the only sale you're getting? Who's in that situation? We're getting many, many yeses in there. Yep. Guys, that should be just the beginning. The front end sale should be the beginning. And in this course, we teach you in great detail how you can turn your mailing list into people who buy over and over and over again. How to maximize your revenue with additional 5 extra traffic sources, right? Actually, there's more. We've added more traffic sources. And how to maximize your profit during this time of year, which is Q4. Well, you will learn how to crush it during Q4. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas is coming, right? Actually, it's here now. Increase your lifetime value of your customers, and also you'll learn these other traffic sources like Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Google, and more coming. Guys, you guys know what happened yesterday on Facebook? What happened yesterday on Facebook?
I lost money yesterday on Facebook.
What happened yesterday on Facebook? Facebook went in there and said, hey, our system's having trouble, and everyone's losing money. I hope they refund. But ads were not delivering, or ads were suddenly, I mean, I had one campaign where I went through my $5 ad budget on each ad set, which was like 30 of them, in literally 3 minutes. It went from 0 to 100% spend in 3 minutes. Now, obviously, I'm going to complain to Facebook and hopefully give me a refund. But what did that show you? If you're solely dependent on Facebook, you're on a one-legged stool. And all sorts of problems can happen with that one leg. And then guess what happens to your business? It falls out from under you, which is why in my eCom course and mastermind group, we have a lot of training on other traffic sources beyond Facebook. But guys, there's more. There's absolutely more. You know, I'm just going to jump and show you those screenshots. Here we go. Guys, I do live streams all the time in the group, right, where people can answer questions. I'm in this group every single day answering questions. Fernando, you see it firsthand. Can you talk a little bit about the support that people get in my group?
I mean, I have said it plenty of times in my group. You know, one of the groups that is the most engaged, and one actually tried to copy. You know, with the lives and stuff like that is your group. You are committed to the success. I mean, I'm a student of yours in there, and it's constant lives. Every time you every time something happens to your store, you go live and share it. Every time something happens to somebody in the stores, you go and share it. So we get up-to-date information of what's going on, and new techniques that are being tested. And as you mentioned, yesterday Facebook collapsed, and and people that are in my group already know I got shut down from Facebook a couple of weeks ago, and if it wasn't because I knew that I could go in different platforms and try to run ads, my print-on-demand store would have closed its doors that day, because if I was not able to do Facebook ads, I would have been able to sell. And because you and James told me to start going into other venues, and I was upset to lose that income stream coming from Facebook at that time, but I knew it was going to be fine, because I knew that I could go in different other opportunities to try to make the sales.
All right, guys. So anyway, I'm in there every day answering questions. But look, guys, it's not just me, and this is the thing that's really amazing. Because I've created this culture and this atmosphere in this Facebook group, people are in there helping each other out. They're in there helping each other out. And so look at this, 13 comments. And these are not just me. It's other people helping each other out. Look, this guy, Tony, says, damn, Tony, you're a genius. Guys, I've created this culture, and it's a momentum. It's all about momentum. I'm the leader. I'm in there helping people, and so other people come in and help each other out. And there are a lot of experienced sellers in eCom Vantage. Here's some more results. You guys can see the results. People are getting results. All right. You want to go to ecomvantage.com/Fernando. Let me go ahead and open that up for you right now, just so you can see it. Grab that link. James, I'm sure we have a person or two heading there right now. Any visitors on the site yet? Is James still around?
He shows to be here, but I guess he ran out of voice.
That's right. Okay, guys. So if you come here, you're going to see a little bit more about it. Plus, you have two payment options, okay? Two payment options. A one-time payment of $2,000, and then you're in. You're in for life. Or 5 payments of $500. Okay. Now, a lot of people might say this is expensive, but if you think about the fact that it's an incredibly detailed course, plus, and this is the thing that I really want to emphasize here, you get my ongoing support in the Facebook group. I'm extremely active in there. I go in there every day answering questions, every single day. Unless I'm sick or something, right? Anyway, and guys, here's the thing. I'm so confident in what we have to offer. I am so sure that you're going to be overwhelmed with value that for any reason, within a week, if you come back to me and say, Chris, I'm not satisfied with this, I'm not happy with this, we will refund you. We will refund you within a week for any reason whatsoever. Okay? So there's a 7-day money-back guarantee. And we've had so few refunds, I'm sure you won't take it up on it. But anyway, definitely it's worth it. Now let me recap. Let me recap what you're going to get. Just out of curiosity, before I go into the recap, who's already saying they're going to join? Who's ready to join right now today? Okay, now we just got, yes, I'm on the site now. I'm about to check out. Dave said that. Okay, cool. All right. Who else? Okay, cool. We got 2 people say they're ready to go. Awesome. Well, guys, we'll see you guys in the members area here shortly. All right. Let's recap. There's a product development creation course, right? Over 7 hours of content in that. That's $1,000 value. In fact, that probably should value even more. I've never seen a comparable course to this. There's no other course at all even close to this. So, I just called it $1,000 value. Site optimization webinar, guys. People will charge you a lot of money to go and optimize your site. $500 value. Facebook ads. Guys, I've seen a Facebook ads course that's almost exactly identical as far as the content and length as mine, and it's sold for $1,500. So there you go, $1,500 value. A real mastermind, guys. I pay $5,000 a year to be in a small group mastermind. Okay, I pay $5K a year, and you get that with eCom Vantage as well. You get a small group mastermind, right? $5,000 a year value. But there's more, guys. There's absolutely more. See, I can't deliver all the content myself. There's no way I could. So I went out and reached out to experts. There's an email marketing funnels course, right? $200 value. Instagram influence webinar by Mr. J. This is a secret webinar that I'm not even allowed to say the name of the person who delivered it. But most people are doing Instagram influencer marketing 100% wrong. I see people complain all the time. I'm not getting results with it. I'm not getting results with Instagram influencer marketing. And the reason why is you're not doing it right. This person, Mr. J, built a $12 million business mostly through Instagram influencer marketing. And he reveals his methods to us in this webinar. Pinterest, guys, again, here's something where people are doing everything wrong. If you're not getting results in Pinterest, I wasn't, guys. I paid a VA 2 years, $400 a month. So we're talking about $10,000 I paid to a VA to do it wrong. When Teresa came in and did her webinar on Pinterest, and Teresa has built a entire business based on Pinterest, we were all blown away. I literally had to start my Pinterest all over again. I thought I knew what I was doing on Pinterest, and I was totally wrong. That's a $300 value. Bonus number 4, build your eCom brand on YouTube. Guys, you can make sales and build your brand on YouTube. $200 value. SEO to get sales. Guys, James, who may or may not be on this call, I pay his company, his SEO company, $1,000 a month for what they're doing on my website. And I think, Fernando, you recently engaged James on a SEO task for yourself, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, he's running my SEO.
How much he charging you a month? $500 a month, right?
Yeah, I took in a deal that he had running a couple of months ago for $500 a month. We worked it, yes.
Okay. So guys, there's different levels of packages on SEO companies, but guys, $500 is actually the cheapest I've ever seen SEO. Right? It's done right. So guys, if you think about it this way, you're going to pay around $500 to $1,000 a month for SEO. In this course, we got 3 different trainings on SEO. Everything you need to know. Now, you got to do it yourself. That's true. But everything you need to know is laid out for you. Okay? Bonus. The first 3 people who purchase with me will get 1 hour of private coaching with me. And by the way, my going rate, and by the way, this is true. If you're a member in my group and you want 1 hour of coaching, it's $300. Okay, I do charge a little bit cheaper price for if you buy 5 hours and $10 packages. In fact, I'll tell you those packages. The 5-hour package is $250 an hour, and the 10-hour package is $200 an hour. Okay, but if you just want 1 hour of coaching, you approach me and it happens. Chris, I need some time. I need help. I'm struggling. It's $300 an hour. So if you get 1 hour with me, 100% for free as a bonus. Include it in buying through Fernando's link today. And last but not least, Fernando has a bonus for you too. Fernando, tell us about your mastering print on demand offer here.
I mean, everybody who gets this course, they will get also my course for free. And that course is not for just, it's a little bit Shopify, but it's to do print on demand on other platforms as well. It will be, finding the right design, for hiring a BA, doing social media, social platforms presence, you have to build social presence to to have a standing brand, and I cover a lot of that in this course, and it will be completely for free. That is a $197 course that is given for free right now as well.
Awesome. Awesome.